guys, I'm Clem and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my October wrap-up. So basically nothing really changed in October. I didn't really manage to read as much as I wanted to, like not at all. Like I read 2 books, full books. I read 3 graphic novels. Graphic novels. I think you can say it's graphic novels. And I'm currently in the middle of a book for the last 3 weeks or 2 weeks, I don't really remember. But yeah, anyway, let me show you everything. So as usual, I'm also going to mention the TV series and the movies I watched, and the first movie I watched this month was actually a rewatch because I rewatched Mamma Mia Here We Go Again with Jenny because she hadn't seen it, so I watched it with her and it was really good. I really enjoyed this movie. I always loved Mamma Mia. I really enjoyed the first one, like it was one of my favorite movies, but the second one is also amazing. I love the actors, they're fantastic, the musics are so good, and I'm a huge sucker for ABBA, so I have to love Mamma Mia, and this one was really brilliant. I loved everything about it. The first book I read this month was My Plain Jane by the Lady Jenny, so Cynthia and Brody Ashton and Jodie Meadows. So they wrote 2 years ago, last year, I don't remember, My Lady Jane, who was about like Lady Jane Grey. And in here, so we're following the story, the modified story of Jane Eyre, the book by Charlotte Bronte. And so in this one you're following Jane Eyre as she goes to this house to take care of his children. Actually she's going to Rochester, I think, please tell me it's his name, Rochester, but in this world like they are ghosts, and Jane is able to see ghosts, and a lot of things go from here. There's stories of possession, of ghosts, of plot against people, like of betrayal. It was really good, though I think I'd prefer My Lady Jane because I laughed more, but I really enjoy this concept. Like I can't wait to read My Calamity Jane. I know it's about Calamity Jane, but I don't remember the title yet. But it's going to be last year, so I shouldn't like be too much excited for that. I have way too long to wait. The first series I watched this month was how do you say that in English? Do you say La Casa de Papel, or do you say the house? I don't remember the name in English right now, but this series that everybody watched like last year, but I was so not into it last year and I was tired of the hype, like I didn't want to watch it just because I thought that everybody was talking about it and it didn't sound that good. But my boyfriend made me watch the first episode, and then I watched the first season in a few days, and then the second season also in a few days, because it's really good. I really enjoyed it. The characters are really well written, even though it's not what's the most important, because it's a action driven story, you know, like in each episode there is a point when you're like, oh my gosh, they're like in so much shit, like how they're going to do like to get out, and then something happened and you're like, oh my gosh, this is brilliant, they thought about everything, it's the perfect ace. I loved it so much for that. It reminded me a bit of Six of Crows and I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed this show. I think I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. The second movie I watched this month was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by Tim Burton. This was also a rewatch, and like I saw it was on Netflix this summer, or I realized it was on Netflix this summer, and since then I wanted to watch it. And then one night I was just in my bed and I put it and I ate chocolate while doing it, and it was just perfect. I love this movie so freaking much. This story is amazing. I read the book when I was a little girl and I really enjoyed it, but I don't know, I love how Tim Burton created everything. And Johnny Depp is really good as Willy Wonka. I don't know, everything is so good. I love it. So 5 out of 5 stars, obviously. The second book I read this month, and it was my spooky read of the month, it was 10 by Gretchen McNeil. So this book is a retelling of And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. In this, so you're following two best friends, and more specifically this girl, whom I forgot her name, Meg. And so they're going on this island for a party for 3 days, but as soon as they arrive, things start to happen and people start to die. And so you're following Meg as she's trying to survive and to discover who is killing people and why. I really enjoyed it. It had been like 3 years since I wanted to read this book, and I was not disappointed, though I didn't really like the ending, though it wasn't what I thought was going to happen, so I was surprised and in a good way for that. But yeah, I think I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I'm not sure, but I'm happy I finally read this. This month I also watched the 5th season of Brooklyn Nine-Nine because it arrived on Netflix and I was waiting for it to be on Netflix so I could watch it like in one go. I really enjoyed it. The ending is just so cute, like the Peraltigo wedding is just so perfect, and I can't wait to see the new season that actually is coming soon. I think I saw it was in January or February, which is actually really soon, so I'm really excited about this. Yeah, I'm definitely a 5 out of 5 stars for this season. Next, this month I read Ida, and actually I read the 3 of them, like it's a trilogy of graphic novels, and it's French, so yeah. And in this you're following Ida, and Ida, she's 30 years old who doesn't like, at the beginning of the story, she doesn't like to go out. She thinks she's sick, like she's really scared of being sick about everything. But then she's pushed by her sister to go on an adventure, and she goes because she always liked Africa and being intrigued by it. Yeah, it's happening in at the beginning of the 21st century, so you see. And so she goes on this adventure and she goes through Africa, into the deep Africa, and she starts to writing those travel guides, and a lot of things happen to her, like she's being detained by some African king, and then she goes with the nuns. It's really good because I really love the drawings, and also Ida is a really antipathic, really sympathetic character, but at the same time she's really funny. So yeah, and I had already read the first 2 and I need to read the 3rd one, so I read all of it to be up to date, and I really enjoyed it. I think I give it a 4 out of 5 stars. Next, I watched the first 2 Shrek movies. Don't ask me why. One night I was like, I want to watch Shrek, so I just put it on my phone. It was like something 2 a.m. and I just watched Shrek, and I loved it because it was one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. It's just brilliant. I love things where they mix all the fairy tales, like because I'm a sucker for fairy tales, so I love this concept. And then I also obviously watched the second one because in the second one there's so many things. The music is amazing in the second one, and the story and everything. I think the second one might be my favorite one. So yeah, I watched Shrek. I'm just going to mention real quick this book because I'm currently reading Magnus Chase and the Hammer of Thor, because as you can see I'm not that far in it. I'm 100 pages in it, so I'm not going to include it in my October wrap-up, but it's here, it's present. But the last week of October have been really intense for me. I had a lot of work even though I was in vacation. So yeah, the last TV series I watched was the chilling adventure of Sabrina, or I mean Sabrina the Witch on Netflix. I just missed 1 episode, so but I love it. I really enjoyed it. I love the casting. Kiernan, I don't remember her last name, but the girl who plays Sabrina was born to play this role. And I don't know, everything is so good. The only thing I'm going to say bad about it is that for me it lacks of magic. Like, she's a witch, she's in a family of witches, and I want to see some magics, not just talking about magic and saying that they could do that about magic, but at least the more you go into the show, the more there is magic, but still not enough for me. Like, I want real magic in season 2, okay? So yeah, but everything is so good. I used to love TV series when I was a kid, the original one, because I loved so much about it and I loved it. I wanted to be a witch so bad. So I'm really happy to be reunited with this TV series, even though it's not the same, but I really enjoyed it. So I think I'm going to give it, I haven't seen the last episode, but so far it's a 4.5 out of 5 stars. And last but not least, this month I rewatched for the 100th time the first two Harry Potter, so Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone and Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, because I'm rewatching them with my boyfriend who hasn't seen the last one, but I want him to see everything so he can understand everything. So yeah, we've been rewatching Harry Potter and I love it. I could watch Harry Potter every day, and now that they're on Netflix, I can do that all the time. I don't even need my DVDs anymore, so it's perfect. So yeah guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like this video and to subscribe to the channel to be notified when I post new videos. Tell me in the comment down below what you've read or what you watched, or if you have a TV series to recommend me, tell me in the comments down below. I would love to know. And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye guys!